put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
59!
Stafford on first down. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
32!
Stafford going to give this to Akers. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Jefferson moving in motion left. Stafford now to throw. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
You got it figured down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, you get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go. Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and now we'll send them back to the drawing board.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern, because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
On play action, Prescott. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. The Cowboys sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Oh, a solid stiff arm in some open field. is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 21. That one goes for 24 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott now. And his throw is incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10. Running right, it's Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Rolling to his right. Oh, Prescott stripped. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp, 58 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Drill right, 22.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Stay 50, stay 50. Hey,
On second down, here's Stafford. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Osa Odighizuwa, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Williams is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Marr on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Rams 21, Cowboys nothing. Marr is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's how it's done.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Prescott on first down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Brings up 2nd and 17.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
3rd and long for Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent. And they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And Stafford going to change it up here.
Monday.
On play action, they'll throw. This one swung out to Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Again, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 22.
Throwing is Stafford. That's down the field for Jefferson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
59. Easy to learn.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And Cup going to pick up a Rams first down as the tackle made up near the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Stafford. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
53, ready.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
21. This is your alert. At 54. Okay. 32.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Out of the gun, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now it's Stafford. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And quickly they get to the line.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Monday.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Stafford, he's going to change things up. Motion left, Cup. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the... 2nd and 1 now from the 21.
22. White. Hey, 5-0.
Back to throw, Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Stafford now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Osa Odighizuwa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott now.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's on his way.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Stafford.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now Stafford's going to move him around.
Cowboys 7-yard line.
Hey, 70! And middle.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
Hey, kill! Go to 54, go to 50.
Prescott on 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Go to 54, go to 54. Why? Hey, kill! What do you think?
On play action, Prescott. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long.
To throw is Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stafford going to throw it.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Set. 53. Ready. 50-50.
To throw is Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release.
22.
Again, it's Stafford. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right.